And now we're going to bring you an update on the collapse of FTX. The crypto exchange's assets have now been frozen by securities regulators in the Bahamas. That's where the company is based. It applies to local trading at their subsidiary there and, quote, related parties. Now, the regulator says that it's aware of, quote, public statements suggesting that clients' assets were mishandled, mismanaged, and or transferred to Alameda Research, which is FTX's sister trading firm, also headed by Sam Bankman-Fried. SBF says that he plans to close it down amid a lot of questions about the troubling ties between FTX and Alameda. Now, there's been some news moving around overnight about access to customer funds. FTX has halted international withdrawals due to its liquidity crunch this week, but regional exchanges have resumed some service. Now, FTX also getting a credit facility from another crypto company, Tron, which is letting investors redeem a handful of smaller currencies on that platform. Meanwhile, FTX's U.S. website, which is separate to the global FTX exchange, says that trading, quote, may be halted in a few days, but withdrawals are still available now. I imagine people are racing to get their money out if that's the case. So the big question is, are we going to see some customers getting their money out or not? All this is Sam Bankman-Fried is still looking for cash to keep it all afloat. SBF himself has warned of bankruptcy if he can't secure that capital. And sources now say that FTX has at least an $8 billion hole on that balance sheet. Back in 21, the venture firm of Coinbase actually invested in FTX in its Series B. And I asked Coinbase's CEO Brian Armstrong yesterday whether he saw any red flags, given what he knew about their numbers versus the fact that he had his own in Coinbase.
Why so many people in crypto feel duped, and I do as well, is that I look back at all the interactions that I had with Sam, and I felt like he was a very bright and genuine and eager person, perhaps a bit young. He's perhaps a bit reckless in certain moments, but not corrupt. And again, I hate to use that word because we don't know exactly what happened. Sometimes people, they get in over their heads, or misunderstandings happen, and so we should wait to reserve to see what happens when all the facts are in. But the other thing, you mentioned the numbers. I was aware of our revenue last year. We did $7 billion in revenue and about $4 billion of positive EBITDA, and I was aware of their revenue just as an investor, which was more like around $1 billion. And I was surprised at how much cash that they seem to have, and Sam seemed to have, to go out and perform various, investments in the market, both their ventures arm and, buying 9% of Robinhood and various political donations. And I did wonder at times, I was thinking, where is all this cash coming from? And so, you always look back 2020 hindsight, but I certainly didn't feel anything enough to speak up. And so I was as surprised as anybody.
I think there are a lot of people feeling that way right now.
That's the same thing Mike Novogratz said yesterday, is that he himself was looking at it thinking, where is he getting all this cash from the deals?
And I think a lot of people, to be honest with you, were very quiet about that because they were jealous. There was an envy about it. They thought to themselves, am I doing something wrong? How is this guy doing all this? And it wasn't just, how is he doing it? It's almost feeling bad about yourself that you couldn't do it.
Right.
And so nobody wanted to raise their hand and be like, excuse me, I think there's a problem here.